Okay. Question 16, they say here is a sequence of numbers. The sequence continues in the same way. Like 3,100, then 13,200, and then 23,300. They say write in figures the next number in the sequence. When they ask you to write in figures, that means you use digits. You're not gonna use words, which is going to be what? 33,400, because every time you add 1,000
thousand
or you add
one
what?
hundred
You add, I think, 10,000,
1,100.
10,100. Every time you add 10,100, because 3 plus 10,000 is going to be 13,200. This is 23,200. This will be 33,200. Every time you add 10,100. Question, they say this shape is translated 3 squares up and 2 squares to the right. Draw the shape in its new position. Like to draw the shape in its new position, you need to copy some of the vertices, and then after that you finish the shape. Like for me, it's important to copy this one vertex and this vertex and this vertex, this vertex, this one. Like these are, like you need to know, like to copy these vertices and so on. Some people, they copy the vertices, all of it, and then they draw the shape. Some people, they go always one vertex and then they draw the shape. Like how? Like I go with only one vertex, like this one. They say 3 squares up, I count 1, 2, 3, 3 up. And 2 squares to the right, 1, 2. This is the vertex. Like I copy this vertex here. Now I draw the shape without looking at the rest of the vertex. Like I go from here, like 2 to the right from this vertex. I go then 1 down. Then I go 2 to the right again. Then I go 1 down again. Then I keep going on 3. Then I go up. Then I'm finishing my shape. It is here. This is how it's my shape after I translate it from here to here. And that's it. Let's go to questions after. Question 18. They say draw a ring around all of the number that equals 9 when you round them to the nearest whole number. You can start rounding each number, and then after that you decide to draw your ring or not. Like this is 8.07, it's going to be 8 to the nearest whole. This one is going to be 9 to the nearest whole. This one, it's also going to be what? It's also going to be 9 to the nearest whole. This one will be what? Will be 8 to the nearest whole. This one will be 10 to the nearest whole. And this one will be 9 to the nearest whole. Okay, how do we round to the nearest whole number? I told you before, like we have studied like how to do rounding. We say rounding to the whole number, we just look at the first digit after decimal point. It is 0, then you drop it. It's going to be 8. This 8.8, you look, you have got 8, then you add 1, and you drop this number after the decimal point. So you will be drawing a ring around 8.8 and around 9.45 and around 8.54. This is step over here. You don't need to do it. You don't need to write it down. You can do it to help you in solutions. But as long as you finish, take it out. Question number 19, they say here's the number line. Estimate the number marked by the arrow here with this number. To estimate this number, you need to count the parts. From 0, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10. Those 10 represent 10,000. Divided by 10, each one of them is equals to 1,000. Then if you try to number these numbers over here, like you can number them this way. Like starting by here, this is 1,000. This is 2,000. This is 3,000.
3,
This is 4,000.
4, 5, 6,000
This is
and 200.
5,000. This is 6,000. This is 7,000. You don't need the rest, but you can just do them for fun. Then this one, it is between the 6,000 and 7,000, but it is more close to the 6,000 than the 7,000. So you could write it any number between 6,200 to 6,400. Any number between those two numbers, we can accept it. Okay, because it's still not 6,500 yet. That's all. So, but you need to write here one number. So
Oh, this is so.
write what?
This is 600 and 400.
200.
This is 6,400.
Okay, you could write so. 4 and 300. If you would like to do so, you could say 6,300. It's also a good answer. You just need to write one answer at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Question number 20. What percentage of the shape is changing? Step number 1, count all the parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 parts. And 4
out of 10.
Now you can change it to percentage. How do you change fraction to percentage? Denominator must
Times
be
10 times 10.
Yes, you multiply by 10 up and down, you make it 40 over 100. And then your answer will be what? Will be 40%. Question 21. We said a builder has 2,660 bricks. Uses 1,994 bricks to build a wall. How many bricks does he have left? All what you need to do is do subtraction. And subtraction is one of the easiest questions. You just subtract like 2,960. This one minus 1,994. You subtract, this is, you will borrow 1, it will be 10 minus 4 is equal to 6. And this, you borrow 1 from the 9, it will be 15 minus 9 is equals to another 6. And this will be what? 18 minus 9 is going to be equals to 9. And this will be 0. So your answer will be equals what? 966 bricks. They ask you to calculate. Calculate 17.8 multiply 4. According to what we know, when we have a number has the decimal point, we do the multiplication normally, and we can put the decimal point after we finish from multiplication. Like we multiply 4 multiply 8 is equal to 32. 2 we carry over the 3. And 4 multiply 7 is equal to 28. 28 plus 3 is equal to 31. 1 you carry over the 3. And 4 multiply 1 is equal to 4 plus the 3 is equal to 7. Okay, and then you put decimal point after 1 digit because you have 1 digit after decimal point. So your answers will be what? 71.2. And that's it. Question number 10. That's it. Like Mary weighed 650 grams of flour. Draw arrow on the scale to show the 650. According to the scale, you go from here from 0, 100. This is 600. Okay, 650 should be in a middle way. So you draw is this one, the 650. Like you can draw it from here, going to this point. And please don't forget to make it as arrow. That is your answer. How many $10 note make 9,000? when such a question is just division, it is
900.
you divide the 900 or 9,000 divided by
Yeah, it's 900.
10. That give you what? Give you 900. But please don't write it $900 because I'm asking how many notes. It is 900 notes. If you would like to write, you could say 900 notes. They say the ancient Egyptians used these symbols to represent number. Like this one represent 1. This is represent 10. This one represent 100. And this one represent 1,000. They say which number is represented by these symbols here. We need to know the number. We know this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is will give you what? Give you 6. And this is will give you 30 because there are 3, each one represent 10. That means this is 30.
2,636.
Yes, and this is how many thousand? This is 700. And this is what? This is, it is 2,000. So when you do, you would like to write all of it as one number is going to be what? Is going to be 2,736. That is the number. They say write this number using the Egyptian symbols. When I'd like to use Egyptian symbols, according to what you see here, they write first the ones. So you write the ones, which is you've got 2 ones. So you can write it as what? 1. And this is line. Then you have got 4 tens. 4 tens, you write them this way.
This question, I saw it somewhere.
There's tens. And then you have got 300. 300, you write each one of them is like that. One here. This is the 300. You've got 1,000. 1,000. As you see, you draw small. Triangle, and then you vertex out. Then this is your line here this way. And then this is your answer. So now you're done from it.
1, 3,
They write the decimal numbers shown on the abacus.
It is
Like if you look
Two-
at units,
2 point.
2 units, point. You count them 1, 2, 3, 4,
7.
5,
2.7.
7, 7, and then 4. 2.74. And remember, we never write the decimal 2.74. We write it 2.74. Here are 3 bottles. 2 bottles contain the same amount of liquids. Put cross on the bottle that contain a different amount. Please write all of them in the same thing. This is milliliter, this is milliliter, right? This is milliliter. If you'd like to write this in milliliter, you just need to what? You multiply by 1,000. It's going to be what? It's going to be 1,500 milliliter. So now you have got it also in milliliter. Now you have all of them in milliliter. So now you can see that so clear. This is the one that you need to put cross on it. And that. Question 28, we say Katie measure the mass of 15 different cherries. Here are her results. Use the result to find the range. We know the range is the difference between the highest score and the lowest score. If you look here, you need to find the highest score. 10 is the highest, 12 is the highest, it's still 12 highest, 15, now it's the highest, 15, 15, 15 is the highest. So it is 50. Minus, now we go with the lowest. 10 is the lowest, now 9 is the lowest, still 9, 6 is the lowest, it's still 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, it is 6 is the lowest. Minus 6, that's equals to what? It's equals to 9. So the range is equals what? The range is equals to 9 grams. And mod. Mod we know is a must repeated or the must happen. If you see like you need to see each one of them happens a lot. You could see like the 12. We've got 1 12 here, 2 12, and 3 12. If you look at the 11, 1, 2, 3, 4. 11 happened 4 times. So your answer will be what? Will be 11.
The 10 2.
The 10 happened how many times? Like 1, 2. So we need the must repeated, which is the 11.
Còn là thăng tối.
Okay, so